Hello, welcome to WCC Wednesday. Today we're going to talk about a new program called Deep Breath. So can you introduce yourself?
Hi, yes, I'm Reverend Kathleen Owens, and I am the manager for Clergy Programming and Communications at the Center for Clergy Renewal at Holy Wisdom Monastery, which is quite a name. I can break that down as we go through this conversation.
Yes, that is one of my questions. I was going to ask you, what is Holy Wisdom Monastery?
Yeah, Holy Wisdom Monastery is a unique community. It's an ecumenical Benedictine monastery, and it's located just outside of Madison in Middleton, Wisconsin, on the north shore of Lake Mendota. And it's a community that's based in the rule of Saint Benedict. Benedict was from the 6th century and wrote a rule that really frames following Christ in terms of listening to God and listening to each other and living with hospitality and justice in a rhythm of regular prayer. So that's the guiding principle of Holy Wisdom. It's not tied to any particular denomination, has roots in the Roman Catholic tradition, but it is fully ecumenical, not tied to any denominations, and pulls people in from all branches of Christianity now.
Okay. So can you tell me what does a monastery mean?
So monastery is a community of people who gather around a particular framework of practice in Christian community. We do have 4 sisters at Holy Wisdom that have made a full lifelong commitment to this monastery and this community in every aspect of their common life. But Holy Wisdom as a monastery has a number of communities. We call it a community of communities. So there's the sisters community, there's the Sunday assembly community, which is those that gather for Sunday worship at Holy Wisdom. And that's a very large community with a wide diversity in its leadership. And then we have the oblate community that has committed to living their lives according to the rule of Saint Benedict in wherever they live. That's a very geographically widespread community, but has that common commitment to life together. And then we have a Friends of Wisdom Prairie, which care for the grounds and the earth here and the 130 acres of restored prairie that is part of Holy Wisdom.
Oh, nice.
And then the Center for Clergy Renewal, which is the part of the communities that I'm part of and work for, and that is focused on working with clergy specifically in their own renewal and sustaining them in ministry.
Okay, thank you for explaining that to me. And I know you have a new program called Deep Breath. Can you tell me about it?
Yeah, Deep Breath is a new venture for us at the Center for Clergy Renewal. It's building on the personal retreats that Holy Wisdom already offers, but we're adding in a little more structure and contemplative practice and help and guidance in contemplative practices. But it's still, you come for a personal retreat. So you are on your own, or if you want to apply, you can come with a small group that you're already part of. Like if you have a lectionary study group or some other group that you already meet with, you could also come with a small group together. And then I'll work with individual retreatants or small groups who are coming to structure their time in the rhythm of prayer, daily prayer that's already part of the monastery, and add in additional contemplative practices for that time here.
Okay, so why is it important?
It's important because clergy are tired and we need time to step away. We're able to offer this because of the gifts that we have from the Living Compass Spirituality and Wellness Initiative. We're able to offer this free to clergy. You just have to get yourselves here. We're able to cover the stay and your meals. And pastors are tired. Like they're tired. We have all those metaphors of like you're pouring yourself out and caring for people and caring for your family, and you need that space to kind of fill up again and to renew, and just to pause and get a chance to reconnect with God, reconnect with maybe some of those practices that you know worked well for you in the past and helped you in your prayer life in the past, but you've let slide in the grind of daily ministry and family life. And or maybe it's time, you know, you've had things that have helped in the past, but they just aren't working anymore because things have changed. So it could be a space for you to help to figure out, you know, what's next. And that comes really from walking on the prairie, participating there. We have here the regular rhythm of prayer in the monastery is morning, midday, and evening. And so participating in that regular rhythm of prayer, and just living in a different pace than the normal what's next on the to-do list pace, or, you know, what phone call a person walking into your office demands your attention. So that's what we're seeking to create here.
That's great. And how many days can they do a retreat?
So you can come for up to 6 nights within a year. So that's not necessarily like come for 6 nights at once. That might be a little much. But if you can come for 2 nights and then maybe be able to repeat that so that you're here, you have like 3 2-night, 3-day retreats over the course of a year. Or if you're further away, maybe 3 nights and 4 days a couple of times in the year. So we can do up to 6 nights within a year is what we're able to fund at this time. Yeah, but that's good. It can give you a good balance.
Yes.
A couple check-ins every season, maybe.
All right.
Yeah.
So can you tell me a story when God showed up?
Yeah, I knew this question was coming, and so I was actually looking at some of the feedback and reviews that we've gotten from those that have already been able to come. And it was interesting because it really struck me in reading through those that it's not so much about God showing up, but really that act of how do we go quiet enough to hear what God is already saying. That God is with us and walking with us in all things, but sometimes we're just so busy or focused on our regular weekly routines that we aren't always able to hear that quieter voice. I did find a quote though from one of our early participants that I thought was helpful in this, who said, I was surprised by how much I needed the time away from home life and ministry to open myself to being present to God and not adulting my way through each day. So
that is great. I think sometimes we are so busy in life that we don't spend that kind of time with the Lord, right?
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
that's a great story. Great quote. Nice. Thank you for sharing that. So if people wants to know, if they want to learn more, what do they do?
So we have our website is holywisdommonastery.org. And then I can give you the full link for the Center for Clergy Renewal and Deep Breath. And I'll try to make sure that gets posted with this. Would that work best? Otherwise, otherwise going to holywisdommonastery.org and then look for that Center for Clergy Renewal, and you'll see Deep Breath there. We do have, if you're seeking communal practices, we do have an immersion program that we've been running for 5 years now. That's a communal experience, and applications for cohort 5 of that program will be opening up in October. So I'll just throw that in there too. If you're looking on our website, you may see both, but Deep Breath is our new program for personal and individual retreat time or small group, if you have a small group.
Okay. Well, that's wonderful. I hope this is helpful for other pastors to know about this program and, sign up for the retreat and come and have some rest and peace time.
Yes.
So, well, thank you so much for being here and sharing your program.
Yes, and thank you so much for inviting me to come and share.
All right. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you. Bye-bye.